Howard is a guy who's really worked hard to go where nobody's gone before. And he appreciates how hard it is to get there. I think he has an exuberance to share that with people.
He's a very giving person, which you don't see much in this entertainment business. I've been doing this for a long time, and a lot of people wouldn't give you the time of day. Howard is not like that at all. Me and Howard are competing for the same work in New York City, and Howard will come here and he'll share his knowledge with us and have no problem with that, and I respect that.
That much of it. No, we're not going through the rest of the tune at all. Well, yeah.
What you played over that section was pretty simple, and it was in crossharp.
Right.
That's where a lot of our roots come from initially, and I think a lot of us could understand, you know, almost exactly where you were, as opposed to in some other positions when you were playing real fast and a lot more harmonically complex.
Yeah,
I understand what you were doing. So if there is there a way that you can like just impart like some of the things you're thinking of?
So I wanted to start out just playing like real simple, like we'll do it again. But Peter is playing the more modern chord changes, but they still work over like because the bluesiness works over all sorts of stuff. Like I was saying to you earlier, we'll do the same thing again. One,
what's
two,
the chord changes?
F minor, D7.
Yeah.
I'll play usually a flat 9 or something to lead because the next chord is minor. Otherwise, it stays very bright. Yeah. So, and then maybe. So that's a line you could follow through. That would give you a nice voice lead.
But even if he does that, I can still play simple blues through it. We'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying not to do any overblows at all. I mean, I'm just trying. I'm like desperately not trying not to do any. I mean, it's all there. You know, like. Musically, it's just as important when you're trying to advance yourself harmonically to zero in on exactly what's there in those bends. Nice catch. Because what's there in the bends harmonically is every bit as significant as what's in the overblows. The overblows should not be emphasized. They're just notes. Okay, Alan.
Yeah.
Ready? Here we go.
Go ahead.
A 1, a 2. You might know what to do. Yeah. So Alan, so is this song you know real well?
No, I was reading it.
Oh, really? So you can transpose read in
No, I had a B flat fake book. I was reading D flat harp.
that wasn't a D harp?
Is it easier on the B flat?
Well, I don't know. It's just different. That's all. So that's why it sounded different. It's great that you played. I wouldn't care if you played it on an A sharp. I mean, it sounded great what you played. I was just confused. That's why I was asking. What did you say?
That's probably why it sounded funny. I'm using a different harp.
Yeah, I could tell you the bends weren't quite the same. I'm going. That's why I was picking up the harp. Like,
Who's making that noise?
you know, in terms of memorizing tunes, how many times have you've heard that tune before, right?
I haven't.
But you never played it before?
I've never played it.
Wow.
But I mean, I read a lot, so.
So when you say you read a lot, you just like read through tunes, or?
Yeah, and the changes, and that's what I was looking at.
Yeah.
I knowing where to stop.
And can you transpose think on other harps?
Somewhat, not a whole lot.
Well, that's why I want to have you
This
try
is what
to.
I would do in this. I think, okay, it goes up in fourths until I try to think like that.
Right.
This would be a real stretch for me to try on this tune.
Yeah. How about you say you heard the tune a lot, right? Close the book.
Okay.
Close the book and just sing the melody. Okay, Peter's gonna play. Okay.
I don't know if I can sing that. I can sing something. But okay.
Well, sing something.
Okay, I'll sing something.
Sing something for us. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now try it on the harp. Okay, it's good. It's good. You found yourself in the beginning, and then you kind of like got a little derailed. Actually, in the part of the tune that's quote the easiest on the G harp, in the key when it was in G, that's when you were lost. Which is like I was going, I hope he finds it. I hope he finds it. And then you found it when it went to E, but which is funny. But yeah, so that was good. You know,
That's what I haven't been doing. I need to do that kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. You just need to push yourself not too hard, but gently to the next level. And one thing I would ask you to do, try it again, and be conscious of your body. Stand up when you're playing. Just stand up. And try to stand perfectly motionless, and don't move at all. And put all your energy into thinking about the chord progression. You can try it again. Okay?
1, 2, 1, 2.
Stop. Now that's when you took your first step with your feet. You moved your feet and then you got off. That's very interesting. And that's where it goes into the key of G, the same place as last time. Because you were through with all the hard thinking, and then your concentration went to like, I know what I'm doing now, I can play a lick. And that's when...
I stopped listening and I started
Right.
relying on something that wasn't connected to what you were doing.
Right. And so you need to keep your concentration through every section of a tune like this, and don't change your frame of mind when it goes into a quote easier part of the tune. Because then if you do that, then when the quote harder part of the tune comes next, it'll be harder. Just keep the same frame of mind through all the chord progressions. Try to keep the same character through the whole tune. Now, this tune doesn't have like a bridge per se, and so it's easier to say that. In tunes that have sections like A, B, C or something, you can change the character of the sections. But in a tune that's just like from beginning to end, try to keep that same frame of mind. Okay, hey.
With the Fiddle Tunes, are you using primarily the pentatonic scales?
They're either in major key, or they're in Dorian mode, or they're in Mixolydian, as the heritage of the British Isles.
I've had the wonderful opportunity to be able to work with Howard very closely, and I think most people don't have the ability to really understand how phenomenal and how rare of a musician he is. And I think that this opportunity is really wonderful because as a group of all phenomenal players, we're kind of like making a world statement just how important he is to our community.
What we've got here is a tradition that's developed fairly recently of this mutual support and learning from one another.
I never get to share stuff like this with other harmonica players. Never, you know, and so the only time you get to do it is, you know, in a situation like this. It's kind of like feeding the spirit.
We're still in search of what the instrument can do. It would be nice to think that, you know, that you're starting something today that will really have, you know, an impact through history.
Everything about the experience was just a real blast.
It's amazing. The instrument is so simple, but it's so complicated. Basically, the harmonica is this blank slate. I mean, you can make any reed, any pitch you want. And all this exploration, I mean, we're just like scratching the surface here.
We're so lucky to have you playing our instrument.
Appreciate the people in the group that help keep the tone serious and focused throughout the whole week.
Man, fellas, you know it's so hard to be in love. And someone you love don't love you. I'm telling all you girls, knowing that somebody's rocking your cradle, maybe you can rock your own cradle yourself. Yeah, but one thing left for you to do. Pack your clothes, walk downstairs, hang your head on your left shoulder, think about it for a minute. Fellas, when you get to you can't stand it no more, you walk down a little pawn shop, you buy yourself a pistol, and you make a back up on the seat with your loved one and your best friend and down together. Walk in, kick down the door, turn. Baby, we better have ourselves a little talk before I pack up my bags and walk. I know a dollar goes from hand to hand. Whoa, if I catch you with another man, I'd rather drink muddy water, sleep in a hollow log, yeah. I'd rather drink muddy water, sleep in a hollow log.
Give me a kiss. For the cheek.
That's a take.
All right, thank you, man. Great, man. You're a good kisser. Whew.